Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedito. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, a superseding indictment names additional defendants in a scheme involving dozens of luxury cars. Plus, the officers and others involved in that prison contraband bust are in court. We have the latest. And island mayors get an earful from the military about the proposed live-fire training range near Ritidian.
Half a day and good evening.
They're already set to face a Superior Court jury later this month and a federal jury later this year. But a superseding indictment names additional defendants in a scheme involving dozens of luxury cars that were fraudulently registered and shipped to China. Now the dealership's chief executive officer and his son also face criminal charges. Fewer charges, but additional co-conspirators. A father and son joined the list of defendants charged in a scheme to fraudulently register dozens of luxury cars in Guam and ship them to China. John Shen is the chief executive officer of Prestige Automobiles. His son, Jonathan Shen, also an employee of the dealership. Already charged were Shen's Corporation doing business as Prestige Automobiles, sales manager Orlando Domingo, and sales and ordering administrator Anna Absalon. According to court documents, Prestige Automobiles is only authorized to sell new BMWs in Guam. Unauthorized sales are called gray market sales. In this case, the alleged crimes occurred from 2013 to 2015 and include tampering with public records, forgery, identity theft, and theft. Court documents state the Shens and Domingo solicited the use of names and businesses, and these persons may or may not have realized the agreement was a scheme to defraud the Department of Revenue and Taxation. Domingo and Absalon, meanwhile, unlawfully obtained personally identifiable information and used these on government documents, including car registration applications, bills of sale, and proofs of insurance. Then they allegedly forged documents to DRT to, quote, make it appear that the sale of the automobile had taken place in Guam, end quote. Some of these cars were registered to Pan Asia Corporation, which the elder Shen established in 2013. The cars would be shipped to China and the money would return to Guam via MGT Corporation, which the elder Shen also managed. The end result, 61 luxury cars that were fraudulently registered at DRT, 59 of which were shipped abroad. The younger Shen will answer to the charges on Thursday morning. Jury selection, meanwhile, is set for next Friday. The government is just trying to make it easy on themselves. That's the argument at least one defense attorney is making in response to the prosecution's opposition to sever the cases for those accused in the alleged prison contraband scheme.
Yeah, the judge taking the motion under advisement today, as several of those indicted are hoping to have separate trials.
GPD's Mandania Drug Task Force is going overboard. Defense attorney Jay Arreola making that argument in court today. He represents DOC officer Jerry Hokok, and that's part of the reason he says his client shouldn't be held to the same standard as others indicted for promoting major prison contraband.
They just essentially just threw the net out and see who they can catch. And with 13 defendants, 51 different counts, that's seriously prejudicial. Each of them should have their own trial.
Arreola detailing how other defendants had greater involvement in the alleged scheme compared to his client. In court, he read out a couple of the text messages Hokok is accused of receiving from an inmate. Among the more than dozen texts, he says Hokok only responded once, stating, "Who's this?" The reply, "I just want to get numb. All I'm asking for is the candy, and I'll give you 1,500, Chetlu." Prosecutor James Collins arguing that separating the cases would be inappropriate despite any notion that the case is just too big and that it's going to be too complicated to try them together. Judge Vern Perez is expected to give his decision on the motion to sever in the coming days. The next hearing is set for next Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Also in court today, Corrections Officer Jerome St. Nicholas, who pleaded not guilty to the charges in the indictment and asserted his speedy trial rights, inmate Sean Paul Johnson, was also set to enter a plea, but was appointed a new attorney due to a conflict. His arraignment was again continued for October 25th.
Vacate the trial court's decision and assign a new judge. That's what defense for ex-cop David Manila requested from Supreme Court justices during oral arguments on Wednesday morning. Manila, who was convicted for his role in the Blue House brothel lounge case, was sentenced to 30 years behind bars. Though he appealed his jail term and won, the same result was reached in his resentencing. Defense attorney Terrence Timblin argued the trial court failed to address the fact that half of Manila's convictions had been thrown out.
What did this court mean when it remanded the case to the Superior Court with the statement, quote, given these vacated convictions, it is appropriate for Manila to be resentenced.
Supreme Court Justice Robert Torres.
The court has that discretion to impose the same sentence, a lesser sentence, or even a greater sentence in light of the vacated convictions.
The government, meanwhile, argued no such bias existed, that statute was followed, and asked justices to affirm the trial court's decision. The matter was taken under advisement.
Well, a 39-year-old man is under arrest after he allegedly molested a teen known to him inside a Dededo home. Kenneth Gog is charged with 2 counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct. Court documents state the victim told police she awoke to a suspect kissing her forehead before kissing her on the lips. The 15-year-old girl also told authorities that the man rubbed his genitals against her buttocks. The girl then ran out of the room, telling investigators that the suspect was drunk.
It spurred heated debate from elected officials and many in the community. But today, the U.S. Marine Corps made its case before island mayors, explaining what is being done to preserve the environment and cultural sites at the proposed live fire training complex near Ritidian. Isa Baza has more.
With millions of rounds of ammunition expected to be fired at the proposed live fire training complex near Ritidian every year, many in the community have spoken out about concerns over impacts to the environment, cultural sites, and indigenous land rights. However, officer in charge of Marine Corps Activity Guam, Colonel Brent Bien, shared the military's perspective before the Mayor's Council of Guam. He says the Department of Defense is going above and beyond to safeguard and preserve the environment.
Doing this actually unlocks a lot of funding from DoD to mitigate a lot of the environmental concerns. Okay, if you look at the latest biological opinion that just recently came out in July, okay, there's 159 different mitigations in there that we have to do. Okay, we are governed, we have to make those happen.
He adds that for every acre of construction, there will be 1 additional acre of restoration and another 4 acres of preservation, totaling roughly 1,100 acres of outplanting areas to protect native plants and 5,200 acres of land dedicated to preserving the Micronesian kingfisher. As for cultural sites, he says there won't be any direct impact to Ritidian.
There's actually 48 of them that we don't even need to touch. Okay, there's 14 additional ones that may need to be moved, but some we may not even have to touch either. It just depends on how we put the roads in there.
And when it comes to public access, portions of Ritidian would be restricted for up to 39 weeks per year, although there are plans to build an additional road to improve public access in the future. Prutahila Texan member Maria Hernandez attended today's presentation.
They speak about the issue in a manner that makes it seem like it's something positive for the community, but there are so many negative impacts. In their own studies, it states that the location at Northwest Field is the most harmful to the culture and to the environment on this island, and yet they're still moving forward with this plan. And so there's a lot of public outcry. People are upset about this. The State Historic Preservation Officer has spoken out to put a halt on this project.
She adds the governor is no longer in support of the buildup, and senators are no longer in favor of the Ritidian Range. In addition, she says harmful environmental impacts have been seen in ranges in Puerto Rico and Hawaii, not to mention the impacts to indigenous land rights.
To us, it's stolen land. So my Sina, they're no longer here to fight. They passed on. I'm a 4th-generation descendant, and I'm still here today fighting for them.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Thanks, Issa. Another record-breaking year for visitor arrivals. The 1.56 million tourists in fiscal year 2017 was the most ever. GVB President Nate DeKnight says this September also set a new mark with more than 117,000 visitors, but he cautions about the lingering effect of the North Korean missile threats on future bookings.
To hit the numbers that we hit last year, with this news and off to a slow start at the beginning of this year. But, we're going to do everything we can to recover and try to achieve the best result that we can.
DeKnight says the continued decline in Japanese arrivals is also weighing down the results. That downturn will be the focus of a high-level roundtable meeting this week at the legislature. Meanwhile, DeKnight says GVB continues to work on maintaining and improving Guam as a world-class destination.
We're fixing the street lights, we're fixing sidewalks, we're cleaning beaches, we're cutting grass, we're doing all that we can. Yeah, I mean, we need everyone, the whole community, to step up and keep the island clean and things that make for a good place to live also make for a good place to visit.
He says the governor's tourism task force is planning a big marketing push later this year that will bring hundreds of Japanese tourism and media representatives here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first Tokyo to Guam flight.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on. And to the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
Find your reason to celebrate with a brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 8 at IT&E.
It's Hyundai's Kick Off the Savings event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Score big, save big with the all-new redesigned Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Gain those extra yards with up to 45 miles per gallon highway and an introductory savings of $4,500. Or check out Guam's best offensive line, like a new Accent starting at $11,995, or the new Elantra starting at $16,995. How about the new Tucson starting at $19,995? Plus, every new Hyundai gets Guam's best warranty. It's Hyundai's Kick Off the Savings event at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
When you know what you want and you want it great, look no further than Ruby Tuesday's new Steakhouse Sensations menu. Choose from a 20-ounce dry aged prime bone-in ribeye or an 8-ounce filet mignon tenderloin. Either steak seared to your preference and served with 2 specialty sides, like the Nancy mashed potatoes, grilled asparagus, or roasted Brussels sprouts. Enjoy surf and turf and add a succulent lobster tail or tender grilled salmon fillet to complete your meal. This plus a whole lot more. It's Steakhouse Sensations for a limited time and only at Ruby Tuesday Guam.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Questions over accountability and financial management at Guahan Academy Charter School have made headlines over the past few weeks.
But today, the school's board members are firing back, alleging that recent criticism is an ill-disguised attempt to shut the school down before the charter goes up for renewal. Isabaza has more.
Somebody wants his clothes?
That was the sentiment of Guahan Academy Charter School Board Liaison Marilyn Manabusan as she made her case before the Mayor's Council of Guam on Wednesday. She argued that GACS has been doing its best to expand, achieve accreditation, and assure student achievement with the limited funding it receives, adding it's been challenging paving the way as Guam's first charter school. However, GACS recently came under fire after a Guam Department of Education internal audit report revealed procurement deficiencies and the potential for financial mismanagement, noting nearly $500,000 worth of invoices that failed to be validated. However, Manabusan says that risk assessment is a stark contrast from the school's own financial reports.
We have an audit, independent audit, fiscal year 2013, fiscal year 2014, fiscal year 2015, fiscal year 2016.
Zero exceptions.
And zero exceptions. Material deficiencies. Zero. Clean audit. Well, somebody else has quite the contrary.
She adds she doesn't believe the current charter law gives DOE the authority to review charter school finances in the first place. Board Chairwoman Faye Valencia Ovales.
We know it has been good fiduciaries with what the charter school monies are provided for. So we asked the Mayor's Council to really engage with the plight of your charter schools. It's very difficult to really quash an organization that work day and night to make it happen for our kids.
As for why this school is now facing criticism in its 5th year of operation, just months before it goes up for renewal, Manabusan says she suspects an ulterior motive.
So why? Why? Let me tell you why. Okay? Let me tell you. Upon termination of the charter, all assets of the Academy Charter School shall revert to the Department of Education. Man malago ni eskwela, man malago ni famagun, man malago ni salapi.
In English, this means they want the school, they want the children, they want the money.
It's premeditated, and there are people out there who want to close us down. They want to take the school down without any regard to 968 kids.
However, Deputy Superintendent Erica Cruz says the DOE audit report speaks for itself, adding DOE is simply looking out for the best interest of students and stakeholders. She added the department has done all it can to support and assist GACS, saying if there are practices that are questionable, they need to be addressed, and DOE is more than willing to help. We should add the Guam Education Board met with the Charter Council on Tuesday to discuss concerns over financial management. The board also agreed to go to the Guam legislature to ask to sever the department's budget from charter schools altogether. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Well, a pair of bills proposing major changes to the local election process will highlight the October legislative session. The Rules Committee met Wednesday to adopt the agenda. Included is Senator Joe San Augustin's bill to eliminate the primary election. It also requires the winner of the gubernatorial race to garner 50% plus one of the vote. As pointed out by Senator Tom Atta, that likely means there will be a runoff, with 4 potential teams expected to run for Adelup. Also on tap is a measure by Senator Mary Torres, which calls for term limits for the legislature. It would also extend senatorial terms from 2 years to 4. Session is subject to the call of the Speaker, who will announce a specific date.
The 6th Annual Western Pacific Islands Association of Fire Chiefs kicked off their 2-day training forum at the Loti Hotel in Tumon today. The theme, responding safely to violent acts and working for a healthier heart, taking care of our own. Tom Jenkins is the president of the International Association of Fire Chiefs, as well as fire chief in Rogers, Arkansas.
The Western Pacific Fire Chiefs Association, helping to have important discussions about firefighter health and well-being, and also the violent incidents such as the recent Las Vegas shooting that firefighters have to respond to and help to manage. And so just important conversations all the way around.
The conference continues tomorrow with an early morning networking session and presentations by Assistant Fire Chief Joey Manabusan and Fire Chief Glenn Mitchell from the Honolulu International Airport.
It's that one time out of the year when millions of people across the globe practice how to drop, cover, and hold on in the event of an earthquake. Here at home, the Great Guam Shakeout is scheduled for October 19th. Homeland Security spokesperson Jenna Blas.
We're trying to get all of the residents on Guam to practice their earthquake procedure, drop, cover, and hold on for exactly 1 minute. So a lot of the DOE schools are participating, a lot of businesses, individuals, and families. So we're very much looking forward to this year.
Plazet's this year's event has over 80,000 participants. To learn more or to register online, you can visit shakeout.org/Guam. You can also watch KUAM's live stream of the Great Guam Shakeout this Thursday on Facebook at 10:19 a.m.
October is National Dwarfism Awareness Month, something that is not commonly recognized on island.
Yeah, in this next story, Jonah Charfris introduces you to a young girl whose video about being a little person is going viral.
Hi, my name is Norma Ujoa. I'm 11 years old, and I may look like your average kid, but I have this condition called achondroplasia. A big word, but that means a little thing. Me.
Norma is a 6th grader at Ontalon Middle School. Recently, she, along with her cousins and siblings, put together a video as part of a documentary assignment for Norma's English class. The video, which was posted up on Facebook by her aunt and grandmother, sheds light on not only October being Dwarfism Awareness Month, but also shows how a little person handles simple everyday tasks, and that
being a little person isn't easy.
With Norma's infectious personality and energy, the video has gone viral.
They said it was like impressive and it is good and they're proud.
Norma's mother, Christine Ojoa, says that during her pregnancy, there was no indication that anything was wrong. In fact, the doctors didn't see anything of concern.
They did say that her head was a little bit bigger than usual, but all my kids' heads were a little, bigger than usual, so we didn't know until the day she was born.
Norma was born on December 28, 2005, via a C-section. The nurses and doctors automatically saw that there was a difference with Norma, and she was immediately taken to the intensive care unit.
They didn't have a lot of history with delivering a dwarfism, and I didn't even know what a dwarf was at that moment in time. When I did get to see her, I didn't say anything wrong with her. I did open her, her blanket. What are they talking about? She's fine.
Ujoa says she started to notice that her other children had been able to hold up their heads at an early age, but for Norma, that wasn't the case.
It took some time for her, crawling my kids again, fast. It took time for her, and then she didn't walk until she was already 2.
She says that Norma, along with her grandmother, have made quite a few trips to the Philippines for medical checkups and even a major surgery.
They needed to operate on the back of her neck to decompose her spine because it wasn't big enough for her to grow. So she had that surgery done when she was quite young.
With the fine folks from Shriners making regular visits to Guam, they would check up on Norma. Their latest visit, a clean bill of health.
For any mother, for her child to have that depth of surgery, it's scary. And I don't know, I can only be thankful for the support that I've had with my in-laws.
What Ojoa hopes people take away from Norma's video?
I just hope that they'll be more into understanding. And don't be afraid to, if you see her, don't be afraid to come up to her and say hi and ask her. It's a lot more comfortable than a lot of stares and a lot of whispers. She's just like all of us. The only thing is that she's shorter than we are, but she's a beautiful soul. And for anybody to even take the time to get to know her, I think that they won't regret it. And she has a big heart.
I'm just a little person in a big world, but this little person has big dreams.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Charfris.
You can view Norma's video in its entirety on our Facebook page.
Well, sports is next, but first, here's your island weather.
From the network that brought you up to 3 times more data comes the dawn of a new data. The epic story of Guam's only network brave enough to give 10 free gigs of bonus data on every line every month to customers who bundle their services. Reviewers are calling the offer totes awesome. Best deal ever. And yes.
Visit gta.net for details.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
In a place where heaven embraces earth lies a 17-acre cemetery to cherish the most special people in our lives, where personalized solid granite markers serve as unique testaments of love that last beyond a lifetime. With affordable interment options for you and your family's peace of mind, your special place where love will always be remembered. Guam Windward Memorial, located in Cross Island Road, Zatya. Call us at 989-8090 or visit guamwm.org for more information.
Hi, Dad.
Warm up with the new Peking pork. Delicious crisp pork chop bites with hand-cut bell peppers and onions, wok-tossed in a sweet and sour glaze. New at Panda Express, where good fortune smiles.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Let's get right into our Playmakers segment featuring the Outlaws Youth Football Organization. Check it out.
GNYFF Playmakers, presented by Triple J Ford Youth Football League. Strength, commitment, community.
My name is Mateo, and I play for the Mendikaki, and I'm running back, and I play for Outlaws.
My name is Jace. I play for the Outlaws, and my position is the wide receiver.
My name is Jason Gahe, and I play for Outlaws Mendikaki. My division is quarterback.
Hi, my name is Araya, and I play tackle with the Outlaws.
Our team is awesome because we make touchdowns.
My team is awesome because we pull flags.
My team is awesome and we scored touchdown.
Hi, my name is Darian Robinson. I play for the Outlaws. My division is Manha. My position is quarterback.
My name is Avian Roman. I play for the Outlaws. My division is Mana.
Hi, my name is Darius Wilkerson. I play for the Outlaws Manha division, and I play defensive end.
Hi, my name is Kira Ignacia. I play for Outlaws Manha division, and my position is offense. My team is awesome because we work hard, we practice every day.
My team is awesome because we work hard to win all our games.
My team is awesome because we like to do plays and we like to tackle.
Today, my name is Avalania Scrupolo, and I am a team parent from the Faja Outlaws, and I've been a team parent for 2 years. Our team is so special because we work together like one big happy family, and that's what makes it work.
Hi, my name is Rose Ngoko, and I've been a team parent. This is our second year,
The best thing about being a team parent is supporting the kids, my kids, and of course the team, and watching the games. Our team is special because our team has been through a lot, and we've come a long way, and we've had to fight some obstacles regarding field situation, practices, but they've worked hard to get to where they're at, and we're very, very proud of them.
Hello, my name is Xavier Camacho from the Outlaws Metcalf Division. I play quarterback and safety.
Hi, my name is Brielle Napati. I play for the Outlaws Metcalf Division, and my positions are defensive end, running back, and offensive line. Football is important to me because it keeps me out of the house and active.
Football is important to me because it teaches me teamwork. What I learned from my coaches is hard work and discipline.
My favorite NFL team is New England Patriots.
When I grow up, I want to be a professional football player.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do. I just want to be successful in anything I take part in.
Hi, my name is Josiah Quintanilla. I'm 13 years old. I play for the Outlaws Matua. My positions are tight end and running back.
My name is Ethaniel Esquadra. I play for Outlaws Matua Division. I am 14 and my positions are fullback and linebacker.
What makes my team awesome is that we work as a team and we have bigger hearts than our bodies. Something valuable that we learn from our coaches is to work as a team and to always be prepared.
Something valuable I learned from my coaches is to respect each other and to never give up no matter how bad the situation is.
This year's girls high school volleyball finals are set for this Friday at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Last night, the Notre Dame Royals, Academy Cougars, St. Paul Warriors, and St. John's Knights battled it out in the semis for a chance to move on. ND sent the defending champions, Academy Cougars, packing in 4 sets, 25-21, 25-21, 19-25, 25-15. The St. John's Knights will be meeting the Royals in the finals after they beat out a shorthanded St. Paul squad in straight sets, 25-9, 25-8, 25-16. The consolation game between the Cougars and Warriors will be played at 5:30 this Friday at the Fieldhouse, followed by the championship game between the Notre Dame Royals and St. John's Knights at 7 p.m. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Nissan's fall clearance event is on with the best prices of the year. Save as much as $8,000 on the all-new 8-passenger Armada. Get the cargo van selected best in class with 25 miles per gallon combined. The fuel-efficient NV200 compact cargo van with 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty starting at just $127 per pay period. Great deals on Versa Sedan, Frontier King Cab, or the 7-passenger Pathfinder starting at just $87 per pay period during the fall clearance event at Nissan Upper Tumon. Find out more at NissanGuam.com.
In every moment I capture, I take note of every little detail, every tiny spark, every single word, every second of a moment, every hour of a day. I always give enough love to make these little things come together. Then I take note of how I made bigger things happen.
Finally, I found chicken tenders that can pass as mine, which is nice because I've got better things to do.
Peggy, I finished his shoulder.
Millennials, am I right?
No. Oh, no. Yes. Dinner!
Introducing McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and made with 100% white meat. They're not grandma's.
I'm okay with that.
But she's okay with that.
It's
back and bigger than ever. The big deal is going on now at Triple J. 0 down, 1.9% financing plus a $500 Kmart gift certificate. Save big with deals like the Ford F-150 at $266 per paycheck, the Mazda CX-3 at $154, the Kia Optima at $169 per paycheck, or the Honda Accord at $193 per paycheck. Stop by today or visit us online at triplejguam.com and see print ads for details. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. Triple J, 33 years of putting customers first.
And here's your latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Megan Boswell, happy 21st birthday. We love you. Happy birthday to Trey Joseph Blas Benevetti. Happy 6th birthday. And happy birthday, Ruben R. Cruz. Also, a few happy birthdays from those watching us live on Instagram. Happy birthday, Jace, Jonah Uggan, and Rose Neterdog.
And you can register online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo and your name and your birth date so we can celebrate you.
That's going to do it for us here in the desk, but stay tuned. Extras next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas. This is KUAM News Extra, and we start off with Joan Uggan Charfus and this week's installment of the KUAM Culture Club.